my dreams. And then I saw her face. I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried.
God bless us, everyone.
Come on, y'all. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Hey, not a trace. Yeah, of doubt in my mind. One more time. I'm in love. I'm a believer. Come on. I believe, 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 I believe. Hey, y'all sing it with me. I believe. I believe. The people in the back. I believe. I believe. I believe. All right. I can't breathe.
Good evening, class of 2025. My name is Brian Mabb. I'm the principal here at Casa Grande Union High School. We're excited to have you here. It's exciting. 4 more years and you'll be graduating, and we want to give you your first look at your next 4 years. So tonight we're going to have some perspective from some of our counselors, from athletics and clubs, and some of our students who are going to share their experiences with us. We hope you have an enjoyable evening. Again, thank you for coming. We wanted to start off with that quick little music interlude of I Believe, because we truly believe in you. We believe in your success, and we want you to have the best 4 years of your life. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get started today. Again, thank you for joining us. So we have a lot of good fun. Here's our Cougar mascot. We welcome you to our Cougar family. That's me on a good day. I'm the principal, Brian Mabb. And we have a wonderful vision and mission that echoes what we hope for all of you. We believe in a lifetime pursuit of achievement, and we do that through pursuing excellence. We want to make sure that all of our actions are pursuing that excellence. We know that that is a journey, and that a lot of times it takes our lifetime to get there, but that we should constantly strive for excellence in everything we do. And so we welcome you to our Cougar family as we look at how we can help you to inspire excellence in all you achieve. We've had over 100 years in education doing that, and you are getting to join our family and a proud tradition and legacy of other Cougar graduates who are still going strong and giving back in the community in athletics and academics, you name it. We have alumni who are successful in all things. So you are coming into a great legacy, and we hope to add you to that history. That has been echoed over and over again, especially as we get to celebrate our graduates. We are so excited to be coming upon our class of 2021 this year as they are graduating and moving on. Over the last 4 years, our graduates have earned well over $17 million in various scholarships from universities and donors. And that's the potential that you have of joining. Again, school does pay. So the more you invest, the more you get back. And we hope to help you on that journey. Casa Grande Union High School really has it all. We have high expectations. We want you to exceed at high levels. We have opportunities, as you'll see shortly tonight, for just about everyone. You name it, we have it. We have great teachers. You're going to join some amazing students, and we have an outstanding comprehensive high school where we find niches for every student, given every opportunity we can. With that, we'd like to encourage you to really stay in contact with us. So please make sure you're checking out our website at cguhsd.org. Make sure that you're keeping your communication email and phone number up to date with us, since that's the primary form of communication that we have. And then please follow us on our social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and our YouTube channel. We also have a Casa Grande Union High School phone app. We would encourage you to go and take a look at that. You can go to find that on the Apple Store or Google Play. Just search Casa Grande Union High School app, and you'll be able to stay up to date on that. You can also check the QR code there. It is also located on our website. With that, I'd like to introduce you to another person at this time, Mrs. Spollinger, who's going to be sharing with us a little bit about our expectations in Cougar Pride. Mrs. Spollinger.
Hi, future Cougars. It's nice to see all of you here. I hope we see you in person very shortly with the coming school year. Cougar Pride is the best way to set yourself up for success. If you can start thinking about these 5 words and focus on that growth mindset that I know many of you have learned about all through elementary school and middle school. Here as Cougars, we want to focus on persistence. So it's that 4-year plan and following it all the way through to graduation. Respect. It's just kind of a mutual thing as human beings. We want to give each other respect that we deserve just for being here. So Cougars respect each other from staff to students and the other way around. One of the other ways to show your Cougar Pride is to be involved. We're going to hear more about our clubs and all of the sports and other activities that we have and all of the ways that you can find a passionate way to get involved with high school. Disciplined. We've got to stick with those academics, which means every day doing what it takes to stay caught up and stay current so we don't watch any piles of work or anything go untaken care of. Check in with your counselor, check in with your teachers. And finally, going back to that mission and vision, we want to be Cougars who are true examples of excellence in everything we do, whether it's your academics, whether it's the clubs that you're involved in, sports, or just who you are in our community. So we hope to see you guys focusing on those 5 words and getting a good start at being a great Cougar. The other one is the importance of attendance in high school. Gets a little bit different than the elementary and middle school experience. Attendance is still a key to success, and every single day counts in high school. We want you here, and we want you to be able to learn and have access to all of those resources from your teacher to the supplies and materials in those classrooms, and to get access to how to use all of those digital resources and the technology that we're using. Parents, the best thing you can do is do your absolute best to arrange any appointments or other things that come up for outside of school hours, but we know that sometimes that's not possible. So the most important thing is we want to know where your student is and that they're safe and accounted for. So you can contact either Mrs. Fiore, our attendance clerk, at her email, bfiore@cguhsd.org, or another email that we have set up that we're going to be using is CG Attendance. Sometimes that's a little easier to remember. Sending us an email or calling that phone line with your student's name, their ID number, and the reason for their absence so that we can make sure that they're accounted for. Future Cougars, this is a big campus and that parking lot gets busy. So parents, to you as well, one of the things we want to focus on is being on time, is being early. The best thing you can do is leave a little earlier and get here. That way you have time to get all the way into your class on campus and start off the year right with good attendance. What's the most important thing is you can get here so that you can be successful. We have tons of other supports to help our students out. We have math and reading intervention programs. We have the Johnson O'Malley program. We also have our migrant opportunities, as well as McKinney-Vento for students that might be unaccompanied youth or be experiencing any homelessness. Our school interventionist, we have some mentoring programs as well. Our JAG program that started this year, where we can get students set up with some potential experiences with career paths and other opportunities that they may not have even considered as one of our classes with our interventionists. We have our after school tutoring, and hopefully we might be able to get access to some of those resources again next year, where there's some virtual tutoring platforms, either with our teachers or with some of the free tutoring programs that are available as a library resource. You're going to hear from our linked crew later. And we also have our social worker here on campus that can just help support if you're not sure who to talk to. Just another resource of somebody to check in with. Sometimes as we grow up, we don't want to talk to our parents. We may not want to talk to the administrators or our teachers, but our social worker is a great resource for our students. to even just help them talk out how they want to share what's going on with them with a family member. Cougar Time is kind of like an academic and social emotional support hour, giving our students a resource of one teacher with hopefully a smaller class load in that time and some additional time to receive some intervention support, make up a test, check in with somebody and see if they've missed anything while they were absent. We have tons more resources, but I do want to say, parents, the other thing you can do, check out that student handbook. I keep one printed, but it is also available online. It's got all the information you need to be successful, including some of the resources here, your dress code, and information on just other things that it takes to be successful as a Cougar. So we'll see you soon. But as part of that, we need you to start planning those goals. Who do you want to be and what do you want to do in the future? This isn't just a one stop, I pick something. This is really that 4-year plan of how you're going to be successful in high school, because this is a springboard to what are you going to do next and what do you maybe want to do for the rest of your life as an adult, whether that's college, a CTE track, for a trade, vocational training, the military. If you're not sure, that's what all of these opportunities are for. So our hope is that you get started now with that question of what do I want to do in 4 years and who do I want to be? So ways to do that is just find something you're passionate about and get involved. You may not have the answer, but part of that process is just getting involved and joining something to help you kind of pick that path. So join a club, try out a sport, even take an honors class, but get involved, and we're here to help you find those things that you want to try next.
Thank you, Mrs. Spollinger. We appreciate those updates. Would like to remind everybody that we are recording our meeting tonight, so you'll be able to catch that on our website after the meeting is over. We'll be posting it. We also have an opportunity for everybody to have a quick Q&A so that you're able to get some more information. You can type that Q&A at any time in the chat box, and we'll be happy to answer it throughout the evening. With that, I would like to turn the time over to one of our counselors, Dr. Gallahar. Dr. Gallahar, tell us a little bit about our counseling program and what students can expect today and how we can register for courses.
Okay, well, welcome parents and students of class of 2025. We're excited to have you guys on campus. As you can see, this is the counseling team that's here to support you. And we do serve students based off of the first letter of your last name. So if your last name begins with the letters A through D, you would be with Mrs. Sanchez. E through J, Mrs. Lizarraga. K through M, you are stuck with me, you're my students. N through R, you would have Mrs. Maraldi. And if your last name begins with S through Z, you will be with Miss Donnelly. And we do stick with our students for all 4 years, because we're hoping to build those relationships with you, really get to know you, what your academic and career goals are. And throughout that time, we're going to go over what the graduation requirements are with you in groups at least twice a year. And then we'll meet with you individually based on needs. The graduation requirements for our district, you do have to have a total of 22 credits to graduate. And one of the key things that you really have to understand that's different in high school is you have to pass your classes with 60% or greater. If you do not pass a class, say for example, you don't pass first semester of your English class, we would have to either have you take that in summer school or add that to your sophomore year. So you really want to make sure that you're on top of your classes, you do what you need to do, reach out to your teachers or to one of us if you need extra help. So each class that you take is worth half a credit. So your freshman year, you have the opportunity to earn 6 credits. And you will see as we go further, the amount of electives you get each year determines on how successful you are beginning your freshman year. So as a freshman, you will see there's an example of what your class schedule would look like. You would have English, you'll have your math, you'll have a PE health combination that is a requirement to graduate from high school. You'll have science, you'll have freshman success, and you get to pick one elective for your freshman year. And again, this is why it's so critical that you pass all your classes, because if you're successful your freshman year, you get an extra elective your sophomore year. And then we'll always ask you to pick some alternate classes just in case, because there are a lot of electives to choose from. So we want to make sure you get the opportunity to see the different options. And here you're going to see the 9th grade elective choices. There's a wide range of classes if you're interested in ag, if you are more into the dance, art, choir, band, stage production. There's some pre-AP World History, history of film, yearbook, and foreign language. There's lots to choose from. One of the things we will tell you is if you do pick one of those classes that has the CTE, which is Career Technical Education, you do have to commit to those programs for at least a couple of years because they are a true program. Now in high school, you will have something that's called a GPA. That is your grade point average. So for every class you take, you earn a point scale. So for example, let's say you get an A in English, that equates to 4 points. You get a B, 3 points, C, 2 points, and so on. You really want to strive for the highest grade you can possibly get. And what I always tell students is those grades do equate to dollars. High school is your job. The better grades you get, the more money you can earn. And looking at this slide, you can see that if you have a 3.4 or higher, you can get $2,000 to $10,000 or $2,000 to $12,000 per year at ASU or U of A. And you'll see going down the list, same thing with NAU and Grand Canyon University. So the more A's you get, the more money you're able to earn. And this does start freshman year, so it's important to begin getting good grades your freshman year. Now, hopefully many of you have already heard of the opportunity called Promise for the Future program. That's through Central Arizona College, and they have you sign up during your 8th grade year, and they began the sign up process April 1st, and you do have to sign up by August 1st. What this program is you will get free tuition at CAC if you have a GPA of 2.75 or higher, and you do 20 hours of community service, and you're able to turn that in your senior year. It is truly a great opportunity, and I always encourage students to make sure you have that, even if you're thinking of going to the university, because if something happens and you're not able to, that you have that you can fall back on.
Thank you, Dr. Gallagher. At this time, we'd like to introduce Mrs. Martinez, who will go over the enrollment process.
Hi, welcome. My name is Charmaine Martinez, and I'm the administrative assistant for Casa Grande Union High School Guidance Department. And part of my duties here are to help students and parents with enrollment here at our school. First off, we'd like to let you know that Casa Grande Union High School is not a unified school district with Casa Grande Elementary School. We are two completely separate districts. So all new students coming in must enroll with complete new enrollment. We do not receive any records from any of the middle schools. So it's going to be like you're starting a brand new school. Some of the documents that are needed for enrollment, you might want to start gathering those now, are going to be the child's birth certificate, their immunization record, the parent photo ID, your proof of residence, which is going to be a water bill, electric bill, rental agreement, or mortgage statement. It does have to be in the parent name with the address you're using as your address here in Casa Grande. Custody documentation only if that applies to your child and the child's 8th grade promotion certificate. We're asking you to watch for your email to notify you that registration is open. We're planning to do that in the next few weeks. You will receive a parent access ID and parent access password to create your account, which houses our registration. If your child, if this is your first child that's attended Casa Grande Union High School District and you have not had any other children attend our district, you will need to create a Parent Power School account. If you currently have a student that is attending Casa Grande Union High School District, Casa Grande or Vista Grande High School and you have a Parent Power School account, or you've had one in the past 6 years, you'll need to log into that account and add your new student by using the parent access ID and password that we are going to email you. We're going to first go over enrollment for students with no prior enrolled students here at Casa Grande Union High School District. So if you do not have or have never had a Power School account through our district, you would need to go to our school web page, and under the Families tab, a drop-down box will pull up and you will select the Power School. When you select Power School, it's going to take you to the student and parent sign-in page. You will have to click on the second tab that says create an account, and then a blue tab will appear. You will also need to click that and create your account. A box will pop up and you will place in information it's requiring. It's going to ask you as a parent your first and last name, your email address, and it's going to ask you to create a username and a password. Once you do that, you'll scroll down a little bit and it will ask you to link your student account. You will do that by putting your student's first and last name and that access ID and password that we emailed you. There is an option to add more students. So if you have more than one student coming in, you would just add their name and access ID, and it has the ability to add multiple children. So you will need to scroll all the way down. Once that's complete and hit submit, it will take you back to the main page and you will log in using your username and password that you created. That's for students who have never had an account with our district. The second slide we're going to show you is going to be for parents that already have a Power School account with our district. You would need to log into that account, and off to the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, you will see account preferences. Once you click on that, it will bring up the second box. It has a tab for profile or students. You would click on the student tab, and then you would add the information for your student that we sent you in the email. Once you hit OK, it will connect the accounts, and up in the top left-hand corner, you will see your children's accounts. Once you're highlighted on that student's name, you're in their account, so you can just toggle back and forth. It makes it very simple for you. This page, for all parents, this is how it's going to look once you have your account created. So if you see off to the very bottom, there's like an icon that looks like a schoolhouse with a pencil that says registration. That's where you click to complete your enrollment. Once you click on that, it's going to open the enrollment page. And one of the first questions on that next screen that we're going to show you is going to be your learning environment. This is inside the enrollment information that we are requiring for you. On the learning environments, the first question that is going to ask you is going to be if you have internet access. These are very important questions for the registration because it's at this point that you're going to select your learning environment for your child next year. The first option is going to be a full-time in-person, meaning that your child will be here on campus 5 days a week in person. The second is going to be our Casa Grande Union High School District Online Academy. If you select the Casa Grande Union High School Online Academy, then a drop box will appear with more boxes and agreements that you must read and complete before continuing with the enrollment. Once that is complete, you will just go through all of the slides on the side, all of the questions, and upload the required documents when prompted. Once you're complete with all of this, there will be a submit button and it will submit it to our office to review and approve. It's a very simple process once you get in there. If you need any assistance though, we do have our tech support that can help you with any issues you're having for your Power School account. These are housed here at Casa Grande Union High School District, so you can call the following numbers and they would be happy to help you, or email them. If you need any assistance, I am here also at Casa Grande Union High School in the guidance department. You can call and ask for Mrs. Martinez, and I would be happy to help you with any registration or enrollment questions that you have.
Thank you, Mrs. Martinez.
Okay, so for the next part part for your course selection, you will be going to the school website, and you'll see on the blue bar that there's an option called Families. You will click on Families, and that'll bring down the drop-down menu. And from there, you're going to click on Course Selection. And then when you click on that, it's going to take you to a couple of options, 2 different videos you can watch. One is for enrolling in the Casa Grande Union High School District Online Academy, and the other one is to enroll in the in-person incoming freshman option for on our campus at Casa Grande High School. You'll watch the videos and it will take you through, and then beneath those videos there's a course selection link that you'll click on. And when you click on those, it'll give you the descriptions of the courses, and that's where you're going to pick those particular courses. We will be having incoming freshman Q&A nights, and we'll have a different counselor on every evening. So you can log in, you can access this from, access the counselor Q&A nights from the Microsoft Teams link, and that'll be on the very front of the school webpage. So it's going to be those nights, April 26th, May 3rd, May 10th, and May 17th from 5:30 to 6:30, and it will be live, so you can call in and or log in and ask any questions you may have. Once you go through the videos and look at those course selection, just write down any questions you have, and then you can come and reach out to us, and we'll help walk you through that process.
Thank you. We have some great counselors, a wonderful team. I appreciate Dr. Gallagher and Ms. Martinez helping out, explaining our enrollment process. At this time, I'd like to introduce Coach Randy, or Mr. Robbins, our athletic director, who has joined us to talk about how students can get involved in a variety of just wonderful, wonderful school activities. So Coach Randy, take it away.
Thank you, Mr. Mab. My name is Coach Randy. I'm the athletic director here at Casa Grande Union High School. I oversee all the fun stuff, with stuff that you have a good time. I'm class of 2025. I'm from the class of 1980. Yes, I'm old. I'm an alumnus. I'm real old. But however, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on campus. My assistant is Cynthia Soto. She'll handle all the registration when you guys come in the office to handle online registration. Any questions you have about that, talk with Ms. Soto. There's her contact information right there. See, next slide. Okay, all right. Here are all the sports that we play, and we just added a new one, esports. We didn't get a chance to really get involved in that sport as much as we like to because of COVID, but the good news is we have all the equipment here ready to go so we can start our esports program for next year. And we have a lot of top sports here that we play. But instead of me talking about it, we have one of our top student athletes here, Angel Flores, who's the starting quarterback on our team. He's here to talk to you about his experiences and also how he's enjoyed playing sports here, and also his aspirations and what he plans to do after high school. Here's Angel Flores.
Thank you, Randy. Yeah, so the sports here are really great. I personally play football, run track, and I wrestle, and it'll allow me to be able to meet new people, create new experiences that will last a lifetime. And being able to play sports here has allowed me to open new doors, like be able to earn scholarships and just have a great time. I love the atmosphere here. You have great coaches that will really help you, not even just in sports, but in life in general. And you have a great staff, you have a great time. That's the main thing I can say about it. And my aspirations after high school, I plan to play football in college. So I look forward to that.
Angel,
Yeah,
you're way too modest here. I appreciate what you're sharing, but you've really exemplified what it means to be a true scholar athlete. How have you managed all of the different things? I mean, you're involved in a lot of sports, and yet your grades still are top notch. and you're taking a lot of honors classes on top of it. What's been your secret? How have you managed all of those things?
I have to give a big part of that to my mom. She really pushes me in school, but just honestly I would say I'll manage it. I just want to be the best in kind of everything, whether that be in the classroom, being in outside on the field, being like a brother. That's how I kind of manage it. I just try to do my best in everything I do.
Outstanding. You've also been a phenomenal student leader. Talk about kind of that voice and responsibility being part of a team and helping others to support one another on a team.
Oh yeah, being that voice is very important. You always have to have that person to look up to, and me being able to help my brothers on that field is just something that I really enjoy doing. Just uplifting, if I had a bad play, I know they'd be around to pick me back up, and I'll do the same thing if it happens to them.
Outstanding, Angel. I appreciate you. You've truly shown Cougar pride, and you understand what it means to support one another, and you really lived up to that. And we're grateful for your example, and look forward to seeing the freshmen work with you, because you're coming back next year, right? Next year's your senior year?
Yes, sir. Next year's the senior year.
What are you most excited about as a senior for next year?
What I'm most excited about is making a run for a state championship. That's what I'm most excited about.
And we wish you well doing that. Thanks for joining us tonight, and we hope that that state championship happens for you as well as the whole team. What a neat tribute that would be for our Cougars. Thanks for joining us, Angel. We're going to turn the time back over to Coach Randy to talk about our athletic clearance and how people can get involved in sports.
Thank you for having me.
He is an outstanding young man. He is going to do great things in college, and I would bet, with his aspirations and his work ethic, we could see him playing on Sunday. I'm looking forward to see him play not only on Saturday but on Sunday. All right, Angel, go to practice now. Go to practice. All right. Thank you. Okay. All right, parents. We have a new in our athletic clearance checklist. You as I introduced you to Miss Soto. You have to have a physical coming in. As a freshman, and also due to COVID, we have an online process that the process is registermyathlete.com. That'll be the site that we register. And if you have problems with that, come in and see Miss Soto. We'll help walk you through it. It's probably easier the first time, so we can walk you through the process. And once we walk you through it, then you'll get it. And we do charge a $50 participation per sport to pay. Basically what this does, this money goes to paying for officials. And also, as some of the counselors were talking about, you have to maintain your grades. Same thing in sports. We have to have a 60% grades in order to be able to play. You have to have a minimum of 60% in order to play sports. And this is when we're in our interval module, and also well as in person. But hopefully we'll be back in person next year. Also, I oversee student clubs and activities. We have over 50 clubs that we have on our campus. We have the Amarin Club. We have the Key Club. We have various clubs that you can get involved in. And once you get on campus, we'll have like what we call a rush, where like during a lunch hour, all our clubs are set up out there, and they'll be able to pass out information about the type of stuff that they do in those in individual clubs. So when you get on campus, get involved. And that's one of the things I want to talk to you about. That was one of the things that I did when I was in high school. I was a quiet kid growing up, but I got involved. As it says, research shows that when students are involved, they perform better academically. That is true. So very true. Involved students have a great voice. You just heard one in Angel Flores right there. He's involved in sports. He's very involved in athletics, and he's involved. So thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you when you guys get on campus.
Thank you, Coach Randy. At this time, we're going to talk about one of those amazing organizations and supports with Link Crew. So I don't think we can echo it enough. Getting involved makes high school fun. It also helps people finish. With that, I'd like to introduce Mr. Matthews, who is our Link Crew advisor. Mr. Matthews, tell us about what Link Crew is and how it supports our freshmen.
Hello, incoming freshmen. Welcome. Look forward to seeing you this next year. I teach social studies and I am one of the Link Crew coordinators here on campus. We just started this program this last year, kind of a rough start for a program in COVID, but we are hoping to really get going with this next year. The purpose of it, and even during COVID, we have done our best to help incoming freshmen have the best first year of high school that they can. Oftentimes it feels like coming into a new school, especially a big one like this, that a new kid can get lost, that they just don't know what's going on. And so with the Link Crew, we hope to help alleviate that. Enough of me talking though. We have a student voice here too, if she's still with us. Destiny, are you around?
Looks like her link may have been broken. If she comes back, Mr. Matthews.
Hello.
Oh, there
She
she
came
is.
back.
Destiny, welcome. Go ahead and share what your experience has been with Link Crew and how that's helped our freshmen, or why you feel it supports freshmen.
My experience with Link Crew has been a lot of fun. We've done a lot of activities. We did a rush week where we got new leaders involved for this coming year. And we will be having a freshman first day. It will be July 23rd because we're starting school early this year. Yay. But it will be from 8 to 12:30 and transportation will be provided. And we all look forward to seeing you. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have some games, and I look forward to seeing all of you guys next year. Yeah.
Destiny, thank you so much. So every incoming freshman asks about some of these rumors. Have you ever heard of, and oops, it looks like our live event just dropped. We will try to get this going. Sorry about that. It looks like we had a technical glitch and we lost Destiny there. Mr. Matthews, if you'd like to close up with how Link Crew are supporting, what's that freshman day? What should we be marking in our calendars?
Yes, we already have it planned out. It'll get here sooner than you think it will. So Friday, July 23rd, the next week is the official start of school, but freshmen get a day here on campus kind of by themselves just to get used to everything. It's not school, but we'll take you around. We'll help you get used to where you're supposed to go. That goes from 8 to 12:30, as you can see on the screen. Just a way to ease your way into high school and give you a day to breathe here before things really get started.
Thank you very much. So again, this is a great day for you to meet your Link leaders, have a campus tour, and as you heard from Destiny earlier, a lot of fun and games. It's one of those events that if you don't show up, it's really hard to describe, but you definitely don't want to miss because it's something you're going to want to talk about. So mark your dates, July 23rd, for a great introduction to high school. With that, we'd like to introduce Student Council, and we have both Mrs. Brady, our Student Council Advisor, as well as another student voice, Allie Wong. So Mrs. Brady, talk to us a little bit about Student Council this year.
Sure. I'm the Student Council advisor, and with Student Council we do lots of different activities. We plan different spirit weeks where students dress up for different themes. For example, we just had a spirit week last week and we had some themes like dress up like your favorite high school stereotype, or dress up in your favorite, we did like an ugly sweater at Christmas time. So we do some different spirit weeks. We also plan pep assemblies. This past year we really haven't been able to do that, so we're excited to get to do in-person pep assemblies next year again. We also planned the big dances like prom and homecoming, and perhaps MORP, which is something our sophomores do. It's kind of a casual, relaxed prom. And then we've got lunchtime activities where we can set up some different games and play some different music and just to kind of make lunch a little bit more sociable, a little bit more fun. We're hoping to kick those off next year. We also attend different state-sponsored spirit conferences, which are a lot of fun, really high energy, really positive, really encouraging, and you just come away from this experience just feeling on top of the world and really motivated to make a difference. We also attend leadership conferences, and it's the same sort of thing where we just feel inspired when we leave and bring that back to the school and hopefully inspire our other students on campus to kind of catch that motivation, kind of catch that feeling of we can do it, we can accomplish, you know, our goals. We do some team building exercises in our class. We do have a fourth period student council, student government class. You do not have to be an officer to be in that class. Anyone interested in helping with student leadership, student activities on campus is welcome to join that class. It is an elective credit. And this summer, we're excited. We're going to send some students to our student council summer camp. And so those are some of the activities that we have.
Thank you. And we'd like to introduce one of our student council student representatives, Allie Wong. Allie, if you want to join us and tell us about your experience.
Yeah, hi guys. I'm a fourth year returning member of student council or student government. We use both terms kind of on and off. You'll hear them in two separate ways, just depending on what we're talking about. But I started student council my freshman year, and it was really what kicked off my leadership roles in school and how to get involved. I am currently a fourth year officer of student council. So my freshman and sophomore year, I was a class vice president. And then my junior year, I was student body treasurer. And my senior year, currently, I am the active student body president. And so getting involved really helped me feel like I had a place at Union. I am a year younger than every single one of my classmates, so it gave me the opportunity to reach out to some students and feel like I had a place to be, and that's a really important thing when you get to high school and you're on such a different campus and environment than you're normally used to. And so student council, we really focus on those leadership skills and how to network to every single class, as well as making sure that every single student on campus feels involved. And so if that's one of your biggest passions, I really encourage it. Not just student council, we have more than just that to offer on campus, such as this, Mr. Robbins really explained it, the 50 different clubs, and even more than that. There's different ways that if you're not into the leadership and you're not as public as a person like me is, and ready to be right in front of the eye of the school and really leading everybody to where we're trying to get to, you know, there's those other opportunities that you can do. If you're interested in being a freshman class officer, Miss Brady is the one to email about it. We'll do officer positions in the fall for you guys, just because you guys can't be on campus right now for our officers. And so her email is sbrady@cghsd.org. And more than just running as a class officer, you do earn an elective credit for being a part of our class, which I think is pretty cool now. I spent 3 years, you know, shuffling to after school meetings and having a really great mom who supported me, running me there and back and taking advantage of that. My mom was actually Mrs. Bollinger, which is pretty cool too. And so that was really helpful, but now having that class, we have more time to focus on what we can do during the day and see the positive impact we have all the time. Meetings are really important to attend, as well as participating in every activity. You know, why plan an activity that you wouldn't participate in yourself?
Allie, thank you so much. Tell me how student council provides students a voice on campus so that they can bring issues to administration and be heard as we keep trying to make Union a better and better place.
Yeah, so we have a few different opportunities to do that. Over the last 4 years, we've really changed the way student voices have been heard. So one of my main things that I participated in the last 2 years has been Site Council, and that's actually an organization for students, parents, teachers, and administration and other staff members that everybody is welcome to join. It happens once a month, and that's a place where if there's a parent input or a student input, you guys are more than welcome to join that. Meetings are posted on the district website, as well as we have a Student Voices activity where we have lunch with Mr. Mab once a month to express ideas and hear the new things that every club president have to bring to the table.
Allie, thank you so much, and thank you for your leadership. Really appreciate your voice on campus and for standing up for students and helping people be heard. We wish you well. What are your plans after graduation?
Yeah, so because I'm only 17, I'm going to stay and go to CAC for the 2 years. And then after that, I plan to transfer to the University of Hawaii to major in psychology with a minor in business.
Outstanding. We wish you well on that journey. Thank you again. What a phenomenal student to share their experience, and one of many. So thank you again. With that, we're going to go ahead and go to our next presenter as we talk about some growth mindset. So with growth mindset, if you haven't heard about before, this comes from a psychologist out of Stanford, Carol Dweck, who talked about the difference between a growth and fixed mindset. A fixed mindset being that kind of that notion of you can't teach old dogs new tricks. And what we've discovered is that indeed you can, especially in people. So as we adopt a growth mindset and recognize that struggle and occasional failures is part of that journey, we tend to do better. People with a growth mindset, people who recognize that it's okay to fall down once in a while, learn from our mistakes, strive again, and tend to accomplish more. So we want to challenge all of our incoming freshmen with that mindset, to try to adopt a growth mindset, to take risks, to try new things, to strive to push themselves, recognizing that occasionally they're going to fall down and that is okay. So again, we welcome you to high school. We know that the rigor increases, but that's all right. And it's okay to struggle even if you haven't struggled before. That's kind of our hope and goal for you, is to push you just a little bit more and recognize that we're here to support you when it starts getting hard. But without that difficulty, without that challenge, we don't tend to grow as individuals, as human beings. So we want to challenge you to embrace that as you come into high school. We would also like to let you know the importance of service. We have a superintendent who also embraced the value of giving back to our community and to each other. And so he issued a superintendent's challenge where you can earn a varsity letter by accumulating 50 hours or more per year in community service by your senior year. So it's 200 hours in total over 4 years of time, and then receive a superintendent's challenge graduation honor cord and certificate. So check that out on our website, learn a little bit more, but we know that when students give back to the community, they not only learn through service learning, but they're also growing our community as a whole. Finally, we have so many amazing programs. Tonight's not going to encompass them all. You can learn more by going to our website at cguhsd.org. And there are some great intro videos if you want to learn a little bit more about our CTE, our career technical education programs, and our beautiful band program. So just scroll down on the right-hand side. You can find those on our homepage, or you can go to our YouTube channel and learn more about each of those programs. So again, welcome class of 2025, where we inspire excellence. And we hope that you'll become part of that tradition. We do want to remind you of our freshman first day. So if you missed that earlier, that's July 23rd, 2021. This is a required freshman day, but a lot of fun, not your traditional classes. During this time, you'll pick up schedules, see your classrooms, meet your teachers, learn more about your high school experience, and most importantly, meet some amazing link leaders who will be your peer mentors and support through your freshman year. So mark your calendar, July 23rd, 8 to 12:30. Parents, if you haven't had a chance to put in your Q&A, now is a perfect time to do that. So if you have questions, put in the chat. We have moderators that will try to respond to each of those tonight. While you're responding to the or asking those questions, we're going to end you with this quick virtual tour by our link crew, where we had some amazing link leaders take you through campus. So please enjoy our link leader virtual tour of Casa Grande United.
Hey, graders! Welcome to Casa Grande Union High School. See y'all later. Miss Stephanie, come in here. You're late. Here, you have come stop by, say hi there. Please, would love that. You're welcome. Hello, Miss Campus. Yes, this is Miss Campus. Hi, everyone. How are you? Welcome. She's very lovely.
Oh, hello, the freshman video.
Counselor's call. Remember we were trying to counselor, so we were asking all of our Hi there. Welcome to Class of 2025. We're excited to meet you.
Like it's important. Let me get my glasses on. Take my jacket on. What are we doing? Are you guys recording all this?
And now we go to discipline. You'll hold
Sure. Hi, everybody. I guess you're the freshmen come in. So my name is Mr. Brady. This is the Positive Intervention Center.
If you come in here late and you don't have an ID, you have to come in $5. I'm calling. Here we are, the doors to the library.
Excited to have you here on campus at Casa Grande Union High School.
Get to watch some fun performances, and I have a bubbly personality, and I love
In the right direction. And without the COVID, we offer a lot of the off-season activities. Welcome incoming freshmen. This is our culinary arts lab. I am Mr. Curtis, the culinary.
And I have been teaching culinary for over 10 years now. Would like to see you in here. Unfortunately, we do not teach French.
Welcome to high school. Looking forward to seeing you guys too next year. Let me tell you a little bit about our program. We're handling the market.
right now we're on the bridge of the school. Behind me, you can see the auditorium or
Thank you for joining us this evening. We welcome Thank you for joining us this evening. We welcome you. We're glad that you came out. Class of 2025, we are ecstatic to have you join us next year and so grateful that we'll be able to do that in person. Again, we'll try to get to the questions in the chat boxes. We'll be responding over the next few minutes with you. But at this time, we'd like to conclude. And again, thank you for this evening. A copy of this will be posted on our website shortly, as well as some of the hot questions that we received this evening. Please mark your calendars as we'll be having that Freshman Success Day in July, and we look forward to seeing our freshmen at that time. Class of 2025, we are excited. Go Cougars!